Hey guys, and welcome back to Paints Plays Game of Thrones. Now, I know it's been a long, hiatus since my last video, and so I thought I'd, treat you guys by having face cam for the rest of the Game of Thrones series. So, why not? I thought that'd be fun. Let me adjust the camera a bit. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, I thought I'd do face cam for the rest of it, and it's been like 2-3 weeks since I last recorded anything, so I'm gonna be a bit rusty. But let's go and get back into it, because I miss recording and miss making videos, and I want to know what's going to happen next in Game of Thrones, because I think this is at the point where I stopped, I haven't played up to this point yet, so, let's continue up. So let me make sure I'm on the right save file here, previous menu. Okay, yeah, I'm on save file 3. Let's continue with episode 1. So yeah, I've only done face cam once, well, technically twice before, but how do I continue? Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'll come back to one to figure out what's going on. Oh wait, never mind, it's working. I don't need to get anything. So yeah, for some of you know, I had a surgery right here. The scar has actually healed up quite nicely. It's really, really pleasant that it all has worked out. So, yeah. I believe we were playing as... Oh, come on, load. I'll come back to when it's done loading because it's taking forever. And of course, whenever I say I'm going to cut something, it finishes. Oh, crap. Okay, so it didn't save last, apparently. I can,
Lord Ethan!
I will cut this.
As I was saying,
cut to when I'm back to where I was, because I remember where I was.
And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
And so, yeah, I'll come back to when I'm at that, and... Yeah.
But...
Hey guys, and we're back. Sorry about that cut there. I had to replay through all that stuff that I did in the last episode when it started as Ethan. But anyways, now that all that's taken care of, and all that junk is done with, I actually did something different from the last episode. So when that thief, when I was to do judgment on him, to either let him go, send him to the wall, or cut off his fingers,
Are you holding a sword or a turkey
I instead decided to cut off his fingers instead of sending him to the wall. Because, I wanted to see a different result, because I've actually already seen the result. Well, actually I haven't seen the result of it, but I've done that before, so I thought I'd do that. So let's go and talk to Master Ortangren, and let's go and...
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
So now, we're going to be deciding the sentinel. They'll be sort of our, a right-hand man, basically. Like if you ever watched Game of Thrones, the Hand of the King, it's basically sort of like that. Somebody who does the king or the lord's duties when, the lord's unavailable, and just helps him out with, big decisions and whatnot, and takes care of the small stuff.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
So we choose Duncan or Royland. Royland, I think, would be good because this is a time of war. And we need somebody who can teach our men to fight, because in the Game of Thrones, there's no, there's no talking, there's only fighting, really. But with Duncan, we will have smarts on our side, basically. He will know how to handle things without getting into a bloody mess, but at the same time, we need to be able to fight. And I think having Royland is the more prime person to have, just because...
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Yeah, there's a time of war, and we need him.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your sentinel. You should hear from him first.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter, but what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister, and we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
I think I'll send him, because we need as many allies as we can get. So...
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Now we're back at King's Landing. I wonder if that was the right thing.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know. Thank you. Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
So things didn't work out too well. That's not good.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here because this episode's ran a while. So, yeah, in the next part, we'll see what's gonna happen next. It's getting pretty intense now. A lot of things are going down. A lot of things are starting to mesh together. So, yeah, in the next part, we'll see what's gonna happen next in Game of Thrones, a Telltale game series thing. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.